Welcome to WROL Broadcast. I am Hate Mail, and with me today we have Joker.
Hello, everybody.
Man, it feels like it's been a long time since you've been on.
Oh yeah, it has been.
A couple months.
Had the COVID during the December there. Kind of knocked me out for a bit, so didn't want to do any recordings.
And Doom's going to ask why we didn't invite him. And it's because you don't like him, right? That's the main reason.
we butt heads, but I like him.
I'm just messing.
We butt heads a lot, but he's a good guy.
And then before we get started, real quick, we announced on the last episode, if you listen to that, our Chosen tournament. And Joshua apparently doesn't stream on Fridays, and he's not going to be able to do the name picks. So we're going to find a different avenue. I don't know what that is just yet. It might be M4's stream or possibly Du Bois, but Du Bois is usually super late, so it might not work. But anyway, we're going to figure something out. We'll announce it somewhere somehow. And then also, if you want to sign up, we don't have a very good way of signing up. So I really don't know what they set up. So when you enter M4's dojo through the Discord link, just tag M4 and Chosen and ask them that you want to sign up, because apparently the channel's locked. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Actually, just do an everyone tag. And it's coming in
Those
spam.
are always popular.
Yeah, spam the everyone tags and then just ask to join the tournament. You do have to join before Friday, so I'll have this episode out. What's today? Tuesday, right? Yeah. I'll have this out first thing tomorrow morning, and then I'm probably gonna upload. It'd either be right before this one or after this one. We'll do the Riddle Me This episode with Angreifer. I think I pronounced it right. Wow. Yeah, I think I did. I'm just gonna leave it alone. So anyway, so he's continuing to do content for us. Has an episode up, so be sure to check that out. Be sure to subscribe to his channel as well. Got a lot of good DC Legends stuff, and Mostly Costly should check out his channel because he does Raid Shadow Legends content too. And with all that, moving on to this month. April is here, so you were very excited for this month because of the Deathstroke rework. So what are your initial thoughts?
All right. I actually really like the way it plays out. I like the way the concept has worked out for his new fifth. Gaining the buffs and getting the turn meter up on kills rather than on ally deaths.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
You can actually use him as a viable character for 3-star wins now. Downside is I'm very disappointed with his damage output. It's very, very weak. I saw that they had boosted up his stats a little, and I was expecting a little bit more of an oomph and a little bit more of more stopping power in his play. But using him within the speed meta, I'm having a lot of fun using him. Just as a finisher, you get Black Flash out there doing his typical thing, just wiping out guys left and right. And with each kill, Deathstroke pops on up, and he's able to control the manipulation, the turn meter manipulation with his first.
Yeah, it does seem like his basics like his best move anymore.
No. I mean, you get the silence on, and you get those buffs stacking up with the kills, and you go on and do the what is it? His third?
Yeah, I mean his third is still strong, but his basic is way better. Like that's what it seems like. You just want to. I found in a bunch of matches I was spamming his. I mean, I still used his 2 to get the awareness, and then I was spamming his basic, and then his 3.
Yeah,
3 does good damage.
Yeah, and Doombox he suggested the slapping the silence on his basic, and he got that on in there. And I hadn't even thought of dropping that on there. I thought that was a great move because now it can set up for his third just based off the basic attack. So when you got those buffs going on, it's nice.
He pairs well with Ra's al Ghul and Rose now.
Yeah. Yes, he does. I've tried out a number of comps.
2D-tron has been going on in Owl Chat about how excited he is for him. So
nice.
So that means he's a B tier character now. He's a 2D-tron special. But he actually seems pretty decent. I'm with you on the damage. It's a little lacking. And the problem is you got a character like Azrael who doesn't have to get a kill. He just needs somebody to get touched to suddenly do 18 times the damage that Deathstroke does
Yeah.
after 3 people die. So, I mean that's the comparison. Then that's unfortunately it's just gonna seem everybody's gonna seem kind of lackluster when you do that comparison. But he's yeah, like you said, all you do you get one kill and he does respectable damage. I wouldn't say it's great, but he does respectable damage. And then once he gets that second kill, he starts to actually get to be pretty potent.
Yeah, it's making me wonder how much they downgraded his stats with that first nerf after his rework when he was meta, because you'd get Lobo to die just once, and Deathstroke would come out of the gate killing somebody right away.
Well, and I think too, people have higher life pools and stuff too, that compared to what they used to have. So,
yeah, good point.
so he's not too bad. Just an early thought, legendary order. What would you have you given that any thought yet?
I already had him L5, and I wasn't even thinking that. I should have. Let's see here. I could pull up what he's got here. What do you got so far? And
I'm thinking his 3 has to be first because that 100% turn meter up if targets kill. Well, that's only if he kills them with that ability, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's probably well, it's still pretty good because you go again immediately after. Yeah, I almost think this basic might be the first one you want.
Yeah, having that silence on there is very nice.
Well, it's the legendary is the 50% turn meter if he has awareness.
Right. Okay. What I think was the silence.
That was just what was added to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe one first, then probably either 4 or 5. The 2 permanent speed ups when an enemy dies are really good, but it's not going to make or break your game, I don't think. Yeah, maybe 1, 3.
Looking at it right now, I'm thinking 1, 3, 4, 5, and 2.
Yeah, actually, I think I agree with you. I'll do that as my early thoughts on here. But he isn't bad. He's not super crazy. I was expecting a little more personally, but
same.
He's way better than he was before. Way better than he was before.
And still kind of like about him is he can even though he's got the stack of awareness in there that Shiva or whatnot can or Flash can ignore or whatnot, he's still got it so that he takes that first hit of initial damage, he's gaining the death immunity and the 8 men's. So he's still got some viability against those two going in, which Shiva's getting pretty popular.
Yeah. Have you played with Blue Beetle at all yet? He was our other rework.
No, not at all. I've got a few alliance mates that are heavily invested in him. Batman, formerly from UJLA, he's got an RB5 Blue Beetle, and I'm waiting to hear what he has to say about how he's running and how the rework is going for him. And noticing there's a couple of people saying that once you have him tag teamed with Darkseid and he gets in that second hit, he's taking out Toons, but also hearing he's doing poorly as well.
I played with him a decent amount. I just played right before we recorded this. I played a whole bunch of matches with both Deathstroke and Blue Beetle. So my teams were suboptimal just because I was running the two of them together every time. But I mean, I was able to beat pretty significant teams with them. Blue Beetle. All right, started the recording again. But anyway, I don't even know if we want to mention this, but Shield Breaker is working a little differently than maybe it says in the description. But it's one of those things that if he doesn't have it working the way it's working now, where he procs anytime anybody's hit, or buffs, I mean, he's going to be pretty bad. He really, really needs 1 billion buffs to be good.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I've had a few people complain, or not complain, but report that in as a bug, and I took to the side of some of our other colleagues, and I was like, yeah, we don't need to report that. I even told Reeves, along with it, I supported that decision. Just leave it as is.
Yeah, I mean, they don't fix many bugs. This is one that, I mean, it's not like it's making him OP. It barely makes him viable. So it's, I do like his Beetle Blast, the purging all his abilities. That is pretty useful, especially if you're facing Martian Manhunter and you already had Azrael get his buff immunity or debuff immunity, and Arcus has his. So he will purge all of that. So that makes him halfway decent. His 3 really doesn't do much in the way of damage. He has to crit to do any damage. But his basic can do really good damage against Mysticals, which is kind of nice. And then he'll do that double attack, which he can do 4 times, like you said, under Dark Side. So that's not bad. He's definitely way better than he was before, but he's still kind of meh. I mean, he'll be lucky to make it into B tier, I think.
And I'm wondering, are you still going to be able to see him clearing out a whole team that's shielded, like Batman used to post videos left and right of that, the AoE crit and all 4 are gone.
Nah, I don't think so. I mean, it will kill greens. Oh no, actually, I think it's Mysticals only. Well, they purge the buffs against Mysticals, and then purge immunities and awareness from all enemies. So, I mean, it's not bad. He's better against Mystics now than he is against Energy, which is kind of weird. But especially since we have Reds that already take care of business. I mean, I guess he was almost designed to be an anti-Black Flash, but I don't really see that real well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I played with him for 45 minutes, so I really can't. After an entire siege, I'll have used him probably a lot. So we'll see. But he's another one. Early thoughts, Legendary Order. I want to say, I'm just kind of glancing through this. The gain agility ups is probably not great. The Legendary on his 3, I think has to be first. And then, well, maybe it's 4 actually needs to be. I think I'd still go with his 3 because that's a reason to bring him over other characters in a lot of cases. Either is 3 or 4. I can't decide which one's better.
Personally, I think the 3 is definitely a lot better.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I'd go 3 then 4. And then probably his 1, I would think.
Yeah.
And this is just kind of early thoughts, but just to kind of give people what we're thinking off the top of our head. Probably his 1, then, I mean...
I'd take the speed ups over the agility.
Yeah, I think I would too. 5 and then 2. Okay. So at least we got something on the books here.
Who you been pairing him with? I mean, who does he actually work good or well with?
I didn't really pay too much mind to who I was pairing with, but because he needs crits and Steppenwolf was a bonus tune right now, I was actually running him under Steppenwolf, and that worked pretty well because when he crits, he does respectable damage. So
right.
So that was kind of nice.
He kind of falls under the same category as Black Adam in that.
Yeah. Because Black Adam used to be just devastating damage, and now if he doesn't crit, his damage is... He really struggles to kill a lot of these special damage greens. Hence why he's fallen in the tier list.
He's always running with Owlman with me if I'm going to use him.
But like you were saying, he pairs well with Darkseid. I do like him with Darkseid because his basic is one of his better abilities. So, I don't know. If you like Blue Beetle, he's usable now. He's not anybody I'd go out of your way for if you're limited on resources. But let's talk about 2 tunes I am very excited for. And I'm praying for a Tapjoy sale because I need gems, and RB5ing 2 new tunes is not doable with sanity, and, well, if you want to be able to pay your mortgage without. So, first one is, let's just talk about Dove because, man, she seems like she's going to be annoying. She's probably going to be really good.
Steal the month.
Yeah, I think she's probably going to be the tune of the month. Just because she looks like on paper she looks ridiculous. We'll see how it plays out, but she basically is going to be like Cassandra Cain, except she will never lose her evasions.
Mm.
I mean, she gains evasions from her basic. When you miss hitting her, she does her basic again and gains more evasions. And then she can give 5 evasions and 25% shield, or 15% more if you have Hawk on the team, to the entire team. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. And her legendary, you give 2 strength ups. Or 2 additional ones if Hawk's on the team. So 4 strength ups, 5 evasions, 35% shield. That's absurd. That's absolutely insane.
People are going to love female Blitz. I know that.
Oh, yeah, female Blitz. It already went from a crap show to just absolute nightmare. I mean, it's just, God, it's going to be so bad. It's going to be so bad. I mean, I never play female Blitz, really, so I don't really care. But I usually just go in and run a Hawk or a Batgirl League team to be a jerk, and then hit auto on 20k teams until I get to like the first tier, so I can get 100 gold, and then I quit.
That's harsh.
So, but yeah, that's gonna be bad. And then I mean, she's got another move that does damage to all enemies and apply 3 hit chance down. I really thought Tittytron was gonna like her because he likes to hit chance down. I talk about Tittytron on these podcasts way too much, but he just all the tunes lately have been silence, and his thing has been silence.
He's very vocal and outspoken.
Well, it's just like me with stuns. So I mean, I get it, but he's been very vocal about the teams he likes. But he thinks she looks too meta, so he doesn't like her.
Gotcha.
And then that other at the start of every one of her turns, 2 strength ups, and then she gains 3 evasion ups, gain 2 strength up, and then start the battle with 3 evasion up. I mean, she's ridiculous. And I don't like evasion tunes, but because I like Hawk so much, and I like Hawk and Dove, the characters, I really want to RB5 her too, just to have my one token.
Okay.
So she's on my list. If we don't get Tapjoy, I'm probably only going to RB5 Hawk.
Well, you're definitely the guy to talk about Hawk, because a lot of people are looking at him and they're like, eh.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, I think he's going to be a very niche character. I don't think the general masses are going to love him like I'm going to. But let me think about... Well, actually, I'll do a legendary order for Hawk and Dove later, because I'm probably going to buy them day 1, so... I'm
no.
not going to go crazy, but they're going to at least get L1, L2 minimum. Which, that's the other thing. This freaking up and away. I'm getting low, and I can get away with 1 more month, but we need a trash tune next month for me to slow gear. I'm going to have to beg WB to ungear a character or something.
No, your guy put a pretty compelling post, and everybody's just gotta keep on hammering at them over it. Eventually they'll buckle.
You would think, or give me gear 12, and just make everybody cry. I can have a few bench warmers. So let's talk about Hawk. Hawk, oh man, he's everything I've always wanted in a red character. And granted, he's gonna be slow. He's probably gonna be crappy, but I think he will do a lot of damage when he does get a turn. And
yeah,
he's gonna almost have to have, like, half his kit doesn't work without Dove, so that's why I'm so high on Dove. But he's got 100% chance to stun on his 2, which is fantastic. And then he's got... I don't really care about agility downs, but I do think for raids that could be pretty useful, because he'll be like Joker, so he'll just be constantly... But he does all that extra damage when Dove's on the team. And then I do like on his 3, 50% turn meter down. That's a lot of turn meter down.
Yeah.
And then buff immunity on the primary target, which is great, and it's anti-Azrael. And then more agility downs, which I'm not real excited about agility downs, but because his second passive does 5% additional chance of stun for each debuff applied, then he'll be able to... I don't know, why did they put max 5? So they have 105% chance. Oh no, it's not 105. Why did they... Oh, I didn't see this max 5. That's garbage. So that's 25 plus 55. What is that? 80.
That's still good numbers.
That's not bad, but I thought we could get to 100. So I'm a little disappointed in that. But 80's not bad. It'll proc 50% of the time for me, that means. And then I do really like that he can get crit immunity at the start of his turn. I like the empowered strength up or stamina ups. So I think he could be a decent character. He's got a decent amount of life too. He's got like almost 40,000 life. So
Honestly, I'm looking at the two of them, and I'm going to see. I'm pretty darn sure I'm going to see a lot more Constantine groups out there now.
yeah, that would definitely be a good team for them. So I think he's gonna be fun. I really think Hawk and Dove will be good under Darkseid. It might be hard to squeeze a team with that, but I think there's some potential.
Oh yeah.
So not a bad group. And then we got Showdown, we got Starfire, so I'm pretty excited about that. Nobody cares about Robin, so
Yeah, I didn't even look at what the lineup was. I was like too busy getting. I was like, oh, rework live, jump.
yeah. And then for PvP, I think we had kind of we had Deathstroke, Atom, nobody cares about, Blue Beetle, one or two people might care about, and then Darkseid to finish the month. So I'm sure people will go crazy for that. I have enough shards that I probably won't have to do much for that after raids, if I get lucky on a few of the pack buys for the rebirth crystals.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping after raids I can just RB5 them, but I might need a little bit of PvP shards. And then we have the 6-day events. I'm very surprised, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to be excited. Wonder Woman Coda ended up in the 6th day, and then Enchantress is the other one. So rarer tunes, at least, on the...
Would they announce for the the team event or the team challenge?
the team challenge.
Yeah, like we got Aquaman right now.
Oh, Connor Kent.
Eh,
Yeah.
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 I'm sure OC is going to really, want that.
And then the Siege bonus tunes... OC's already got him RB5, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Then the Siege bonus tunes... I would swear we've had this exact same lineup short of Hawk and Dove before in Blue Beetle and Deathstroke. But we got Hippo, Superboy, Killer Croc, and Batman TDK. They love Killer Croc and Batman TDK. I want to say Superboy, this is like his 3rd time too. Actually, yeah, this is the exact same lineup because we had Superboy, Killer Croc, as I remember thinking, you can never run a Taunter with all 3 of those.
I'm just, I get annoyed every time they got to put a bleed tune in there. It's like, yeah, all right, you're going to throw Croc in there, and so much of his kit, shines more if the opponent's bleeding. But of course, we're not going to let the bad.
Croc's the worst in Siege because he's horrible when you use him, and he is a nightmare when you face him.
Yeah.
So there's going to be no... We might actually not see a lot of Martian Manhunter teams because Superboy goes crazy under Martian Manhunter. And then, actually, even Black Flash, if you're hitting Killer Croc, that could be dangerous. So, we might not see a lot of... This might be an interesting Siege for that reason. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about the team challenge. So, yeah, Connor can't... I don't know why they like to do the same tunes over and over so much.
Yeah, I think it's just, trying to write off the Superman skin that's released right now and go on a little Superman theme and play off that for a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I guess. All the super kids.
Yeah.
But the Siege bonus tunes, why... Quit putting the same Siege bonus tunes. Do new ones. Make people gear. Like, you would think it would be financially beneficial for them to do that instead of running the same tunes over and over. But yeah, it's weird. I wonder why we only got one skin. And not one to buy, which is even more bizarre because you'd think they'd make money off that.
I'm guessing probably a similar issue to the Red Sun thing. We had this kick-ass costume that they got a nay on last minute, and we didn't get a hold of that. And
I wonder if they tried to do like the new Steppenwolf design or something, and then they got legal trouble for it or something last minute. Rights.
That's why I keep on telling them just stick to the new 52 one. That one's beautiful. We don't need this movie Steppenwolf. I don't want Megatron in DC Legends. Okay.
I mean, I do like the black suit Superman, so that is cool. But I mean, I don't ever use Superman, and I hate facing Superman. But I do think that's one of the better outfits they could have picked for him, at least. I was hoping for.
Now I'm hearing he's gotten a little bit of, whether it was a patch or a fix or a stealth rework or whatever you want to call it, where he's actually punching now every time his passive triggers.
Oh, really? I haven't even noticed.
Yeah. It's reading quite a few people saying that.
Wow, well, that's cool. I mean, I like him as a character. I think he's pretty good. He's one of the most annoying characters in the game to face, and he does stun, so you would think he'd get on my list, just like Superboy. I really need to just break and do Superboy because he's so good against Harley and so many problem characters. But for some reason, something about him I hate. So I don't know why. He needs to get on my list though. But my rebirth list is so long. And they didn't announce the Nightmare Challenge, so I really hope we still have something good with that. I mean, they said they were going to do it, so we'll see. But it was going to be a monthly event, but I guess it's going to be separately announced and possibly its own patch.
Right.
Which could mean maybe there's a skin coming later this month, potentially.
I hope I'm not content with this with the hero getting a costume. If a skin, if I can get a villain in there, me, I'll be happy.
or a hero with a villain costume, so that you can cross it and have a new character to play with.
Well, now I got enough for an L5 Aquaman for once. I'd love to see a Black Lantern Aquaman because I've got a soft spot for Aquaman. I'd love to have him as a bad guy.
I really want him reworked again. He's such a fun character, and he just a little bit more, and he'd be great. He's actually really good under Darkseid too.
Yeah.
Him using his basic all the time makes it so he can take endless turns. So.
That's nice.
So, and yeah, I think that's about it. You got anything else you wanted to bring up before we shut this ship down? Oh, raids are coming up. If you want the ultimate raid team, it's going to be easy. Darkseid, Riddler, Superwoman. The end. You probably won't need it for any other team. That's the only team you're going to need to run all raid. So, should be obvious, but that's all you're going to need.
I'm looking to have a little fun throwing Star Sapphire in that group. I love how she works under Darkseid's lead.
Yeah, I forgot
all those intel down dropping for 4 hits in 1 turn. It's beautiful.
Against green bosses, that might be slightly faster, but the other one, just gotta run mommy. That's all you need. And she'll do the damage.
But yeah, speaking of skins, cool one to mention also, Azrael and Martian Manhunter Black Lantern skins are returning this month also for sale if you guys like that.
They were some of the better. I don't like the Black Lantern skins at all, but those two were done really well.
It gives me a reason to invest in them. So.
But I actually really like those 2 skins. I think I use those regularly on those characters just because they look cool. So.
Yeah, Azrael is definitely the meanest looking Black Lantern to me. I love wearing that.
Yeah, they did. His wasn't just color palette change. It was an actual reskin.
Yeah, and if you look at the comic book version of Black Lantern Azrael, I mean, it's identical. They did a really good job on that one.
Yeah, I remember you posting that, and it was spot on. So. All right, guys, and be sure to check out Atlantis After Dark. That comes out. Actually, it'll be right after raids, so not during raids. I'll probably be on that episode because you guys don't get enough of me. So, and yeah, all right. I think that's it.
It was fun.
All right, thanks, guys.
Take care.
Later.
Hey everyone, it's Tootytron. Thank you for listening to the WROL Broadcasts. If you like the show, consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/WROL Broadcasts. We gotta go though, because Luke said he's gonna buy me a Rebirth Blue Beetle if I babysit his 12 kids. See ya.